the Justice Podcast with your hosts, Amber Wagner and Jacob Willis.
What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to episode 22, and it is also BET weekend. It's your girl, Just Living, baby.
And your boy, Jacob Willis, and you tuned into the Just Us Podcast. You know what?
Y'all already.
And that's just what it's going to be. Welcome, you guys, to episode 22. I'm so excited. Happy BET weekend. As you can see, we got our BET cards today. And we have BET royalty in the building today.
Wow.
At its finest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, we have College Hill star, entrepreneur, comedian, handsome and wealthy.
Owner.
Stylish, Cambino. No, I'm sorry. We have my boy Kway, aka TiTi, in the building. What's up? What's up, y'all?
Thank y'all for having me. Damn, this is a nice ass setup for real, for real.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
How about
for
that?
sure.
And you look
I'm honored.
amazing,
Thank
head
you.
to toe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You.
yeah.
I don't know if y'all ever seen Amber in person, but baby, fine down.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me for real.
You appreciate that. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
Listen, with this podcast, we just talk like we friends because this is really what we are.
Mhm.
Fire. Yeah.
So we just chilling, having a good time. You do look good from like this outfit is really giving me a good Easter Sunday.
Thank
Your
you.
skin is greased and shit.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What's your skin regimen? That's gonna be the first question.
Water.
Really?
Water.
I feel like every African American says that when you ask about the skin because you be saying that too.
no,
Oh,
you really gotta
please.
drink water. You really gotta drink
No,
water.
water is good, but that
It's
stops with the
something else. It's too creamy.
Okay. Water and ice.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta put ice in it.
Ice
water.
Ice water.
Okay.
Not ice on the skin. You know what?
Ice in the cup. Ice in the cup. Ice in the cup.
What is right?
I'm like, that'll burn.
That remind me of when, growing up as kids and people would get the ice and put it in your back and then run away.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, please. I didn't make them sound effects.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so on this podcast, we always start with a mental health moment.
Okay.
So this time, we're going to wrap it around you.
Okay.
Okay,
Do
so with you being an African-American content creator, and you have TiTi, the character,
Yeah.
and you dress up as a woman,
Yeah.
and we've seen it before with, Martin Lawrence and Tyler Perry. How do you deal with the backlash?
To be honest with you, it's crazy because when I first started, I got a lot of backlash.
Okay.
But nowadays, I don't really get it like that. To be honest, I have a
You have a strong support system.
I have a strong support system.
Mhm.
And the people just, that don't know who I am, they just follow suit to the people that support me.
Right.
Yeah. So when I first started, I remember when I first started, I got a lot of backlash because it was like new. You got to think about
Right.
it. It was back in
Mhm.
2017,
Facts. Yeah.
And nowadays, it's like I've done so much and seen so many,
It's like
collab with so many
regular.
people. It's like, oh, Kway, that's Kway,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's like that's TiTi, but they fuck with TiTi now,
Mhm.
nowadays.
Right.
Do you think
Yeah.
people like TiTi more or Kway?
I really feel like I really haven't given the opportunity for people to get to know Kway like that.
No,
So
for
people have
real.
only known TiTi. So people love TiTi, but I think with the whole College Hill situation, that was my first opportunity as doing something as Kway, and people really enjoyed that, and I did too. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was good for people to be able to see you outside of your element.
Yeah.
Because TT is work. You know what I mean?
It's work.
They want to know who's behind who's behind all of that.
Character, Right.
Right, and it's you. I know a lot of people gave you a hard time in the beginning, but it's usually the African American women that be mad. They be like, "Why these men always imitating?"
And the thing is,
they
that's
always imitating women. It's not even what we're trying to imitate. It's just this is
It's
acting,
fun.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
it's absolutely that.
Did you ever feel like giving up, like just being a content creator?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I feel like in the beginning, yeah, because just going back to the whole backlash thing, I got a lot of it. It was like crazy because, again, it was like on social media. We had seen it before with Tyler. We had seen it before with there's so many people that was doing it back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the social media space, nobody was really doing it, So when I did it, it was like, who you trying to be? You trying to be Medea? What is this? So I got a lot of backlash from it at the beginning. But as I kept going, I don't know what it was in me that was just like, keep going. And the thing is, I felt like it was because there was just a small amount of people, even if it was like 100 people at that time, those 100 people kept me going. That's all I needed to keep going. And thank God I kept going, because there were so many times in that moment, to answer your question, I wanted to give up because I wasn't used to, first of all, being in front of even like 1,500 people.
Right.
And in terms of views. Like
Okay.
that was different. And most of the comments were always like, nigga in a wig, like faggot, gay, this, that, and the third, you know. So I was getting a lot of backlash from that. But like I said, thank God I kept going, because
Look at you now.
Look at you
Wow,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, I this is a perfect subject for our mental health moment because those comments can cause anxiety. I remember like when I was getting posted on like, you know, some blogs, and I did like little skits, people would talk so much shit and it gave me anxiety. I would like want to quit. I was crying. I'm like, oh my God, like
Did you ever quit?
hell no.
Why didn't you?
Because baby, I had a purpose and a plan, and I can't let nobody's comment define me. But it took me a long time to get
Oh,
there.
it took me a long time
It
too.
took me a long time. Now I don't even care.
No, for sure.
You
It's
can
like,
drag me for filth, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, but you still gonna show love in person. So that's a great thing that you kept going, because a lot of people do want to. A lot of people want to start doing that, but they're scared of the criticism that they can get, that it comes with it.
Yeah.
In this industry, you have to have tough skin.
Absolutely.
You have to
It's
have
not
tough
for you.
skin. Absolutely. 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 Especially being in the niche that I'm in, doing the whole wig thing, that's like a very it's a very different niche, you know, and not a lot of people are doing that on Instagram. And I'm probably one of the, it's like 4 or 5 of us, but all of us, I don't know. I feel like I celebrate all of us, like the Tim Bays, the Pat D. Luckies, the Eastside Ivos, the people that do it, because it's like I know that they dealt with the same thing that I dealt with, and the fact that they pressed through, it just goes to show, you know. I mean, when you don't give a fuck, you bask in success. I'll say that.
You
I mean,
prevail.
I'm trying to be humble, but you just bask in success when you don't give a fuck.
Talk your shit, friend.
I mean, for real, I mean, for real,
Mhm.
that ass.
I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing about being an influencer? There's so many things that you can say. Mine personally is I love getting the free shit. So you having TiTi and you have the wigs, I'm sure you have a lot of companies reaching out to you saying, "Hey, can you wear my wig in this video?" What is your favorite thing about being?
You know, my favorite thing about being an influencer is pressing that post button and just knowing that it's going to have a reach. I know it sounds crazy, but like, we have power on media. You know, when we press the post button, whatever we say, regardless if it's good or bad, it could hurt us or help us. You know,
Facts.
we have that reach.
Yeah.
You know, think about y'all podcasts. Like, there's so many people out there that's trying to start a podcast, and obviously, like, keep it up. Like, regardless if anybody's viewing it, supporting it, whatever the fuck, just keep going. But y'all can press the post button and y'all already have a platform. Y'all already have people that's checking for y'all. And that's like 100% a blessing.
Yeah.
So I would say, yes, that's my answer. Like, to answer your question, being able to post something and just having a voice, like a big voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Influential voice.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pronouncing words today because y'all know I've been talking. Okay. Okay, let's talk about Tyler Perry. Okay.
Okay.
You have
Love
had a lot
Tyler.
of success in what you do. You got to work with some of the greatest, baby, even Janet
For
Jackson.
sure.
Yeah.
The queen.
You want to know something funny about that? I never told nobody this. That shoot that I did with Janet, y'all, it was like the most cringiest day of my life, because 100%, because first of all, her team reached out to me. They told me that she liked my content and wants to do a video to promote her new music video, Made for Now. And she had never done a video with an influencer, and I didn't think it was real, to the point where I was late. I was like an hour and a half late to the shoot. She was there already. And my friends is like, Kway, like, Janet is here. Like, where the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh shit. Like I had to like gather my shit, and like I was like an hour late. Long story short, I was an hour late to Janet Jackson. And she would, mind you, when I got there, she was a sweetheart, the nicest thing. She was a huge supporter. And she told me that day, like, you got to keep going, you know. She's worked with Tyler, and she was like, listen, like, I know what Tyler's doing, but like, you're an up-and-coming new niche for this, you know, so keep going. And yeah, that day was cringy to me, because it's like, how do you be an hour and a half late to Janet Jackson? Like, what? And she actually waited, you know.
She didn't give you no attitude. She didn't
No,
seem to
the
cancel it.
sweetest thing, the sweetest being for real. And I'll say this, people ask me all the time what was her personality like. She was intimidating, but a sweet intimidating. Like when you step in her bubble, it's like, bitch, this is fucking Janet Jackson. But she's like, oh, mind you, my friend told me when she came there, she was like, where am I to go? Where am I to go? And she went in the back and got glam and stuff. It's just like, she's just grand, but like so humble and sweet.
Where
That's
am I to
good
go?
hear.
Where am I to go? So when I feel bougie, I'm like, where am I to go?
Where am I to go? Where is my black truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great experience for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did it happen with Tyler Perry?
Yeah, I made a post on my Instagram. You know about this or no?
Mm-mm.
I made a post on my Instagram. I made a post.
Hell no.
You know we be I know everything. I'm following you. But anyways, I made a post on my Instagram in 2018, at the middle of 2018. And I was like, I want to meet this man. And I put a picture of me and I put a picture of Tyler right next to each other. And I said, y'all help me meet this guy. And my followers blew his page up to the point where like every post had like 400, 500, 600 comments like of just my name. So what happened was I was literally on my way to Atlanta on the flight. And his stylist ended up DMing me, Crystal, who is on Sisters now. She ended up DMing me.
I like her.
Love her. But she was originally his stylist. So she reached out to me. She was like, Kway, I met you one time in a club and you were so sweet to me. Like you took a picture of me and my friend. And I just want to get you access to Tyler. Mind you, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Yes, I did see it before I took off. And I responded. I was like, hell yeah. Like what? I thought it was cap. I gave her my number and stuff. Literally, as soon as I landed in Atlanta, I see a 404 number call me. Answer the phone. He like, what you doing? And mind you, I know his voice. So I'm like, Tyler, what? Fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm on tour with him. Like literally 2 weeks later, he's like, I want to give you an opportunity to come on this tour. I'm putting this tour together with Tamala Man and David Man. And I want you to be on this tour, Medea's Farewell. And mind you, y'all, I'm telling, he told me the price. He was like, I don't know if I can afford you. I was like, are you kidding me? You paying me that a week? Absolutely, let's do it. Right. Even if you was paying me 10 cents, like you're Tyler Perry, let's go. And yeah, fast forward, I didn't even have to audition. He moves so fast. And everybody that worked with Tyler knows this about him. Like he moves fast. Like you will film a movie in 2 weeks. Like I only had a week to rehearse when we was on tour. Like literally in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, my friend Carter's on All Queens Men, and she did say like he does not play, like you need to know your lines.
Yeah, it's not like, when you film a movie, it's a process. Like with Tyler, it's very much so like you literally have a week. Like you have a week to learn all this shit. Dang. And yeah.
This is a testament to why you don't quit. You keep going. And
100%.
I needed to hear this my damn self.
Right?
Like, wow.
Yeah.
We say the possibilities are endless. You guys, you never know the doors that can open up.
You never know. You never know. Yeah. You never know the doors that can open. So much to the point where like, dog, like I was on stage with this man. And mind you, it's like the whole like rehearsal thing, I had never seen Madea. So he would be talking as Madea, as Tyler, like when we were reading over the scripts and stuff. But when we got on stage, that was my first time like seeing Madea across from me. So mind you, I'm on stage sweating. I'm a sweater, baby. I sweat a lot. So I'm on stage like sweating to the point where my mic like stopped working. So I gets up, and when you're in a stage play, am I dragging this right now?
No.
When you're in a stage play, you can't get up and like walk off stage. But mind you, I had only rehearsed a week. Like, I don't know how plays work. Like, we on tour in front of... Okay. So I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh shit, let me go change my mic because my line is coming up. And Madea, if you watch his plays, Madea goes off on people, like in front of the audience. He don't care. I mean, she doesn't care. So I get up and I'm about to walk out to change my mic. And she like, where you going? Mind you, it's like, I feel like it was a second show. This was a show, no cap, Beyonce came to this show. Beyonce was in the audience. Jay-Z was in the audience. Like there was Mariah Carey was in the audience. There was so many people. It was like the second show. So it was like the LA show. All the celebrities was there for him. Like I'm sweating, like nervous. Dog, I get up. She like, Madea like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to change my mic. Like, he's like, no, sit down. Like, what you doing? Sit your ass down. Everybody in the audience is dying, laughing.
Oh my God.
Dying laughing.
Yes.
And at that moment, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm a tour guide. Like, I'm learning the ins and outs about tours.
But I love
like,
how you got in character real quick.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, sorry, Tyler.
I couldn't be like, Tyler, like, I'm finna go change my battery. Like, bro, like,
But nigga, you better go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, for real. You've been blessed with so many opportunities like that.
Thank
It's
you.
crazy.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite, 100% one of my favorite moments in my life, in my career, for sure. Tyler. And I still have that relationship, so I love that. I cherish that relationship. He's taught me so much.
You sometimes just sit back like, wow, this is my life. Like, what the hell? Like, who would have thought?
Don't we all? Like, this is crazy that we live in this era of social media, and it's like I said, we can post something, and in minutes, it's like, even if it's 5,000 people seeing it, we didn't have the access, 10 years ago.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
We
So
damn sidekicks.
yeah, we was on MySpace putting playlists and shit on.
You're the one that got stolen?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I'm crying.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Oh, that's what's up, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Okay, so.
Don't be going off on that.
Right.
Wait.
So, you're from Dallas, Texas.
I am from Dallas, Texas.
Awesome. So, what got you started? What drove you to here?
I don't want to be
Who
repetitive
do
with
you
the whole
look up
Tyler
to?
Perry thing, but Tyler is like, dog. Like, I'm not trying to like, but
Yeah.
Tyler is that person. I literally was in the living room watching like bootleg movies with like
Me too. Medea.
50 of my family members. So Tyler was definitely one of my inspirations. I had never imagined putting on a wig or lipstick ever.
That's what I was about to say. Like, so how was you just sitting there like, I ain't gonna try this wig on?
No, it's funny.
What's going on?
No, it's funny, Amber, because it's like my mom didn't know. I was going in my mom's. I was living with my mom at that
Okay.
time. And I was literally wearing her wigs, doing skits. And she had no idea. Like, she had no idea.
There you go, sit down, going viral.
And then, no, it's when I went viral, she found out because her coworker told her. She was like, ain't your son? Came home, went off on me, and found out I was viral, and like she didn't understand it. I didn't even understand it. Followers and shit. Like, I'm getting followers out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, think about it. 2016, 17. Like, that era is like, was crazy. I was
Right.
going to TSU. I couldn't even go to school. I had to literally drop out of college because it was like I was Justin Bieber at TSU. That's how bad it was back then. Now people don't care. It's like, oh, Kway, I support you. Keep it up. But back then it was like,
Surrounding you.
Oh my God.
It was
You was
insane.
at the mall or something, and everybody just started crowding around.
that was my last day at Christian Louboutin.
Okay.
Shout out to Amber. She got on the
Come on,
Christian.
I'm
That was my last job. That was my last job I worked at.
Yeah, good
Okay.
job.
And one day there was this girl that spotted me at work,
Mhm.
and she saw me. Mind you, working at Christian Louboutin was like a weird thing because I had 1 million followers working in the mall because I was scared to quit. I was scared to quit my job. And people would always come in and be like, Kway, can you get me a size 9? But why are you here? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
it was a thing. I was a top selling Christian Louboutin because everybody wanted to shop with me.
Right.
But they didn't understand it because I had 1 million followers. But I didn't know how to monetize. Like, I just had followers, but I didn't know how to make money off of social media. That day, a girl had spotted me in a store, and I don't know what the fuck happened. She went back and told somebody, and it turned into like 50 people in front of the window, then hundreds of people on top of the thing, then thousands of people. That day I quit. It was like, I was like, okay, I have to step into my purpose. I have to just take that leap of faith. I didn't really have money like that, but I was like, I got to leave Houston and do something. I got to do something. I left Houston with $8,000 and moved to LA, and it changed my life forever.
Wow.
And mind you, $8,000 ain't nothing in LA.
Baby, I moved here with 1,000. Here I am
Yeah,
now.
that ain't nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. And look at you now, just by taking a risk. And a lot of people feel like people on social media with millions of followers have so much money. You were struggling. Well, you probably weren't struggling, but you didn't have
Struggling.
much money with 1 million followers. And so you learned how to monetize.
I wouldn't say struggling, but I would say like, I definitely,
You was
Damn, I'm finna be very vulnerable, okay?
Yeah.
Me and Lala moved down here at the same time.
I remember
Y'all remember? Y'all know
remember
Lala,
that.
right?
Mhm.
Of course.
Shout out to Lala.
Love
Me and
her.
Lala moved down here. We were roommates. Mind you, like I said, I moved down here with 8K.
Mhm.
I don't know how much she moved down here with. She was never late on rent. I was never really late on rent.
You was getting
But
close.
it got
Heavy.
bad to the point where I had to take my Christian Louboutins
Mhm.
to those, those trade-in stores.
Yes, baby.
I had to take my Louboutins to those little trade-in stores just to pay my rent.
Wow.
Just to pay my rent. Like,
Mhm.
I would get like 500. Mind you, these shoes that she got on, I know. They like,
Mhm.
these are,
No tops.
those are like 15 to 2K, if I can remember, 15 to 2K.
Hey, big
Dog,
boys.
I would take those same shoes to the store and get like $400. And nobody ever knew. I was just like trying to pay,
Your rent, you just had to make
trying
ends
get
meet.
by
Yeah.
on everything.
And now you can buy a building.
Started from
Let's
the
talk about
bottom.
the-
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about being an influencer that is a mastermind. You have a business like mindset. You know how to get the bread. You know how to get the money. A lot of influencers have a platform and they get like this money, but they don't know what to do with it. They're not invested.
Yeah.
What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna, open a business?
That's another thing. It's damn, it's just crazy. You taking me back to like, damn, like I never forget. I was in bed and I woke up the next morning, like the day of the event, the opening. Like, is anybody outside? I was calling my partner, like, is anybody outside? Like, Kway, you should stay home for a little bit because these people are chanting your name. Like, the line is like, bro, like when I got there, the line was like down the street in the neighborhood, wrapped around the neighborhood. I was like, if I was them, you know how like, dog, like if I saw a line, I'm like, I'm finna go to Wendy's.
I'd be like, I love you,
I'm
but
going
not
to
that much.
Wendy's. I like Kway. I fuck with you, but I'm finna go to Wendy's, baby.
Everybody waiting for nobody.
I'm ready for shock.
Yeah.
You only wait for Jesus. I'm like, okay, well, Lord, she didn't want to come. She being lazy. Let's just go to.
Did you wait in line and stuff and all that stuff?
You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. There's a girl in the front, and I knew her. And she was like, Jacob. I'm like, yeah. She was like, come on, and she let me. She let me.
See.
Sorry, boo, she did, and I thank you, babe, because
Whoever you are.
She did. And you know what? But I didn't get a table. I said, what was that?
The fuck was that?
No, for real. What was that? Oh,
I thought I got shot, bro. I'm like,
I
wait a
know
minute.
what that was. Are you trying to? Okay. So you planned this?
Now, Amber, what if I would have spilled this drink and you had a red drink all over your damn carpet, bro?
I know what it is. It was a little popper.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I had to.
Leave that shit in the hood.
Okay.
Oh my God, you didn't get me. I'll give you that. Oh, I cannot wait for what I'm gonna have up my sleeve.
Brother, I thought I got shot, bro. I'm like, whoa.
Okay.
Be sure the clips you get is
Right. Back to what I was saying before I was rudely and gettily interrupted.
Good job.
So I sat at the bar. And I had
Yeah.
a couple of cocktails. They were very good. The drinks were given. I was like, I did wait a long time for. I said, this food better be really good because, baby.
That's the only thing I hated.
And I love
the
seafood.
wait.
I eat it every week. It was
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
It was.
That's the only thing I hated, the wait. The wait was like so long, but there were so many people. It was just so many people.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. When you go to a seafood restaurant, it's like, it's crowded, but it's not like we had lines. And it was like, and it's so crazy. Just also being vulnerable. That looks good. It looks good on social media. But to be honest with you, what it really is when these people have these long ass lines, you want to make money. So how you make money is rotating tables. People didn't want to leave when they came there. When they came and they sat down, so we had to literally put a time limit on. You have 45 minutes. Every table had 45 minutes to eat their food.
Can I ask, did the wait time start when they got their food? Or was it the moment they sat at the table? Because what if
when they got their
45 minutes
food?
for Okay.
When they got their food.
Okay, well,
Okay, that's
cool
fair.
then. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
It don't
absolutely.
take 45 minutes to eat no damn crab.
For
bitch.
sure.
Yeah.
Take it to go. You know, black people love to get it to go box.
But you know, you went there, but you went there, you know, it was a vibe. Like it was
a
like
vibe.
fun. It was like music playing.
Black
like, it
people,
was-
I mean, just
Right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I just loved it. It was like one of the day parties that we'd be having here. A little function.
the neighbors
Oh,
hated
it
us.
was.
Downtown, they hated us. Like we got so many complaints. They
well,
was making
because
fake
you guys
accounts.
were in a really good area.
Yeah, we was.
Yeah.
we was.
I have a couple of Instagram questions for you.
Okay.
We asked everybody if they had anything for you, and they did.
They did.
So the first question was, how did, huh?
They did.
They did.
Okay.
Just like they was wrapped around that line, baby. They wrapped around these questions. How
Okay.
does social media affect his daily life? Like when people are out, do they see TiTi or Kway?
They see I get both actually,
Yeah.
but I show love to any. If somebody see me and I have a whole ass fedora on, they say, "Hey TiTi," I'm like, "What's up, bitch?" You know,
Yeah.
I make it fun.
I remember a long time ago before I met you and actually like knew you a little bit.
Yeah.
My friend, I was with my friend, old friend. Anyways, we were in West Hollywood and you walked past and she yelled so loud. She was like, "Kway!" And you was like, "Hey." And
Yeah, I'm
she-
super friendly.
You
with
made
all
her
of
day.
them.
I remember that. That was before I even like met you. So I was
Yeah.
like, I said, "Oh wow, he's so nice. I love him." But yes.
As a callback, you got to be nice to your supporters.
'Cause
That's
you
how
never
I even
know.
got
See,
the
look, you-
opportunity with
Yeah.
freaking being nice to the style. You know, you just never know.
Never
Never
know.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know. So everybody that comes up to me, even if I'm tired,
Having
you
a
know,
bad
obviously
day.
sometimes we have our days,
Mhm.
but I'm always, if I don't take a picture, I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna tell you I appreciate you. I'm not gonna say like no, like I'm not gonna shade you. And, like,
And I
walk
really
off with
appreciate
you.
that because, you know, there's
Yeah.
other influencers that are not as welcoming.
They're not.
I will say being friends with Amber and knowing who she was before we were even friends, it still wows me that we're friends sometimes. Because I don't see her as an influencer like that anymore
Yeah.
because I know that she is,
Yeah.
but I know her now. We're like friends, so I don't even look at
Yeah.
that. I'm so used, people come up to her everywhere we go, right?
Yeah, she's a star.
She is, but she never has been mean to anybody. Even
Yeah.
when she be having like I know when she's in a
I be
mood.
having bad
She be
days.
having a
Yeah.
bad. She never will turn anybody down. She'll
Wow,
snap out of
Amber.
it real quick. Be like, "Hey sis," she shows love. Like I love people like you
And
and
keep
her
that.
that
And keep
will-
that. And
Right.
keep that.
You never know who you meet.
You
and
never
who can
know.
help you or anything.
Yeah, but it's not even about a plug. Just be who you are. I feel like
Yeah.
you are genuine, just a
Authentic.
sweet. Yeah, keep that.
That's why you
Keep that
continue to be
trait.
blessed.
Yeah, no,
Keep that
for real.
trait.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it be hard too sometimes. Sometimes we have our hoodies on and it's like,
Yeah,
bruh.
sometimes I just get done arguing on the phone. I'm like, oh man, like, hey, give me a hug. Come on.
But you
Like,
want to know something? The blessing is we live in LA where people don't really like do too much.
Mhm.
Like whenever I go to Atlanta or I go to Dallas, I go to Houston or New York or something like that, it's crazy. But LA is chill.
yeah, they mainly just want like a little picture or something.
You're like, or they be like, oh yeah, quite. I seen you on college here. Keep it up, bro.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
okay, you don't want a picture? Like what?
What, you just want a compliment?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. You know, before we started this podcast, some people wouldn't recognize me from Instagram. Not a lot of people, because I'm not a huge influencer. But ever since I started this podcast, a lot of people come up to me, and I'm always in disbelief. If they say like, "Oh, I love you. I follow you on Instagram. I love your podcast," I just be looking at them like, "Oh, thank you." But in my head, I brushed off because it doesn't sit with me that people really know me. You know what I mean? Or I'll
yeah,
shut
you're
them up and
definitely
just-
becoming more of a familiar face.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Deadass.
Yeah, but now that I am, it still doesn't. I still don't. I feel regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't feel it. I don't know. I don't feel it.
Go somewhere else. Leave LA.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
They want us in Atlanta or
Yeah.
Houston. Oh, by the way, we are going to have. Well, we're not going to announce it. Let me just be quiet. Let me just say this: we will be. We're going to be traveling in August. We haven't decided. It's Amber's birthday month. Atlanta or Houston, Texas. Those are the options.
Yes.
What city wants us the most? Comment down below and let us know.
Because I'm confused.
Right, because it's 50-50 right now.
No,
So y'all got to battle that out.
No invite or like what?
We have some things that we're going to talk about after this. But we would love, it would be great.
Love you to be a part of.
We would love.
Yes, indeed.
I'm down. I'm for it.
The next question is, okay, so my boy CJ the Trainer. Do you know who CJ the Trainer is? The one that be twerking, teach everybody how to twerk?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna show you his Instagram popping, teaches all the big celebs how to
Fire.
twerk, Lizzo, etc. He said, "Do you want to battle?" But you gotta see his content to get what he's saying.
Okay.
I think a TiTi and a CJ the Trainer a twerk battle will be
I gotta watch
fucking
him.
hilarious.
I haven't seen it.
Yes, I'll show you, and you probably be like, "Oh, I've seen the videos."
Okay,
You know
fire.
how it
Yeah.
be.
You know how it be. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Hold up. Where your nails at?
I know.
Call her out.
So I didn't even expect.
Where's your
I
nails
didn't expect
at?
to get my hair done. I was doing bad this week, so I took my nails off. I didn't have my hair done. Then all of a sudden today,
So you give everybody else the nails, but you don't get Kway the
it
nails.
Quay don't even know. She almost was not going to be here today.
Gonna come. I was looking
Why?
At
She texted me last night and said, "You got to hold down the interview by myself." And I did not want to text you and tell you that, Quay, because you was going to be
Yeah.
like, "Friend, I ain't
Amber,
coming."
you was gonna cancel?
No, for real. I was looking horrible, feeling down, looking down, like
Okay, so why you feeling down?
well, it'd be a lot.
You,
like,
and mind you, I can cut this shit out. I just want to talk to
No,
my
we're not
friend.
cutting nothing out.
Why,
We're vulnerable on this podcast.
why
Let
are
us
you
know.
feeling down?
Well, I was feeling down because I was just like, I couldn't get my hair done. So when when I don't look up to par, I don't feel up to par.
Okay.
I didn't have no nails on, still don't. I have a situation I'm dealing with. Sometimes that takes me on a roller coaster.
Okay.
I put a lot of emotion into that.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't. It's a lot. It's a lot. Just everyday life,
Well, you want to know something?
What?
It means a lot. I really, because he knows I tried to counsel him twice. I hate
Tell me that.
when I tell you.
I'm not gonna stress you out.
When I
Because
tell
third time
you-
was gonna be the charm.
When you know me, I'm private. Not just private, but it's like I'm very like
Reserve.
I'm reserved, and it's like I hate talking about myself. Like I literally hate talking about myself, and it's like as many cool things as I've done, like I want to do it in doses, and this whole podcast thing is like it brings everything out of you, in which I also like value. Shout out to y'all, like I value that, but because y'all are doing the work and inspiring people, and like also bringing the vulnerableness out of people. I noticed with Marco's interview, for instance, he kept saying like, I just want to be Marco this time. Like people know me as funny Marco, but I want to be Marco. That's a blessing,
Right.
So as hard as it was, I really fuck with y'all and what y'all are doing. I love y'all's chemistry. I've been rocking with you. Like
It's been
Amber,
wild.
I love
Man.
you. I love
All
you.
the flowers.
And your energy, every time I see you out in public, it's always great. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
I
And I
appreciate
respect
you.
what you're doing. So it's like, Kway, why not? Just do it. But I definitely was like, nah. Like I hate like talking.
Right. So is that why you ignored me
I did?
when I was hitting you up?
Is that why you ignored me? Because the thing is, me and B. Simone, I don't know if you saw me and B. Simone's fight video. You was supposed to be the girl.
Right.
Yeah.
But it be some stuff like we've been going back and forth. On
It has. No.
I don't know
No,
if
we both thought it was cap.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I'm
No,
not
it
even
was
setting
like-
myself up for failure.
Nah, dog. I understand it. For real. We both thought each other was cap. But long story short, I appreciate you for
No,
coming.
for real. I'm so glad that
I'm
you
glad that
came
you're
tonight,
here
for
because
real.
I didn't think it was gonna happen. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
When I saw you, because we're both friends with
Yeah.
Tiffany Pollard, we were at the club, and when you told me that you watched the podcast, I was like, oh, I didn't know that
Definitely.
you watched the podcast. So I was like, okay, I would love to have you on the podcast. So I told Amber, I'm like, Kway, when it comes to the podcast, she says, I don't know, Kway really fucks with me like that.
But wait, let's get into
no,
some
because y'all
things.
supposed to work together. But this is the thing. When you guys are both influencers, it could be misconstrued. We jump to conclusions and we really don't know what it is. Y'all both really wanted to work together. And now y'all can have y'all little Yana moment.
Yeah,
Something
and
could be
mind you,
happening.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy that we did this because it's like, I have reached out a couple times, like, I want you to do something, and I probably didn't follow up. I'll be playing. It's just like, dog, like, I really love you, and I still want to do something with you, something dope,
I would
know?
love that.
Yeah, but you know how it is as influencers. We doing something one day, and the next day we in Africa. It's just
For real,
like
life does move fast. You
it
right.
moves fast.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I love you
Yeah,
and
I just love
respect you.
communication. I'm like, oh, you just left me hanging. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you ever forget about something, it's like,
But I promise you, I didn't see that though. I didn't see
okay.
that.
Yeah, I was
I didn't
hitting
see
you up
that.
like crazy.
I didn't
And
think
then-
you were gonna be here today. I'm so glad you're
And then
sitting
he
here.
wasn't hitting me back. But then he was like, yeah, he just wrote back to me quick. I'm like, what the hell just
Pull it up.
I promise you.
Pull it up.
I got to.
Did I read it?
I don't know. Oh, if you did that, oh, damn.
Whoa.
No, I don't think you read it.
I don't think I definitely didn't see it.
Let me see.
I didn't see it.
No, you didn't. I tapped in on June 7th. I said, hey, hope vacation was amazing.
I was on my way to lunch.
Just tapping in to
You were in
confirm.
London.
To confirm
was.
this Friday, 7 to 8 in Hollywood. Then I hit you on June 8th. Hey, circling back. Nothing.
That's the day I hit you up, and then you were like, "Oh, friend, I was out of town. I didn't know it was this week. Can we reschedule the next week?"
But see, you didn't answer me, but you answered him. So I'm like,
But maybe I was on a flight. Mind you, I don't know. But I promise you, Ams, I never saw
no,
that.
it's all good. It's never a big deal.
Okay, I didn't see that.
I'm
but I
just
love
glad
you.
that we was able to talk it out now. Cause I'm like, I don't know if he really
Yeah.
like rock with me. I don't
Right.
know.
But I know you rock with me because
No
you came
extra.
without your nails. So it's like she love me.
No, for
She
real.
love me.
I'm here.
I'm so glad,
yeah, I'm
Amber,
here.
and as a friend, I could say thank you so much because
Yeah.
for coming. No, for real.
No, last night I was like, really like.
She was like, "It's gonna be just. Not ain't gonna be just. It's gonna be just you." Okay.
yeah, for
She
real.
wanted-
Was it because you wasn't sure about me, or was it because you just wasn't feeling well about?
my mind was all over the place. It was some of everything. I ain't gonna cap. It was some of everything.
Was it a little bit of not fucking with Kway?
A little bit. Just a little bit. Because I know Kway was fucking with me.
Okay.
You know, and I don't want to have to come on the podcast like, oh, I don't want to be fake or nothing. Because I really like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I really like you
like
too.
for real.
This is some real raw
Got it.
unapologetic.
Wow. Yeah. Elm's like, no.
Okay. Okay.
For real. I fuck with you. For real.
Cool then. We good.
But you left me on red. Let's address that. Go scroll up.
One time because I was like, he ain't gonna fall through. I ain't gonna waste my time playing.
Why you feel like that though?
Because I think before, like a while, like years ago, we were supposed to do something.
But years ago, we were supposed to do something. What about 2023, baby?
Right. You know me.
See,
Such a Leo. A Leo be holding all this shit ever be.
Get that off me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Repent.
anyways,
It's
I
okay,
love.
we
I
get
love
that.
you.
For sure.
We love you too. I'm gonna ask you one more Instagram question, and then
Hey.
one more. We gotta do one more Instagram question. We're gonna get to the butter of the crab legs. Okay. Mind you, Amber does not eat seafood, by the way.
That's
So
why
she-
they go to the restaurant.
She does not. She hates
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah, she does not like. She eats shrimp, but it has to be like well cooked.
Drop a seafood emoji in the comments if you love seafood.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Being successful in the media game for over 5 years now, who are some celebs you would still like to work with?
Wow!
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Wow!
Who's on your list?
Okay, I want to be realistic. I was about to say Beyonce, but people gonna be like Kway. Let me think.
Well, I think it's a possible manifestation. It's very
Ooh.
real.
Ooh, because I
Yeah.
did Rihanna.
Right.
I
remember that video. I
was
remember
the
the video.
first
She's like, hey, Wade. He was like, it's
influencer
Kway.
to do Fenty Beauty. Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
it.
about
I was the
that.
first person to do Fenty Beauty. I was the only influencer that Rihanna posted on her damn page. Never forget, that shit blew my page up. This shit was crazy. If you ever get posted about Rihanna,
It's up and stuck.
it's up and stuck for sure. If I could collab with anybody, like recollab, but like never been before.
No, like somebody you haven't done it with yet that you, and you don't have to, I hate the word realistic because anything is possible.
Yeah,
Faith.
yeah,
and
yeah.
You have that.
For sure,
as you can
absolutely.
See, you wanted to work with Tyler
Absolutely.
Perry, and it happened. So
Your
who is
manifestation
it?
game is up.
Come on.
I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say Amber because she left me on red, but I'm. I would say.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom.
I'm really thinking. I'm going down because I was about to say Cardi, but I did something with Cardi on Facebook. So I'm trying to think of somebody. But I want to do something. I want to do I want to do something fun with Cardi, like something like different with Cardi. I really, 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 really fuck with her, and she reminds me of myself. Just being in your head, being like good at what you do, but being in your head about shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I really like her.
Oh. I feel red.
Yeah, she left me on scene.
Oh, she left what? You said what?
Yeah, she left me on scene.
She follows Amber.
Yeah, she sees every message. I done hit her up twice about the podcast. Hey, Cardi. And she just left it on scene. We put a post up like, oh, everybody tag Cardi B. They were tagging her. She just saw it and kept it.
Can I say something? I'm not trying to attack nobody, but y'all know how it be. Like, you open a message up, you never know what somebody's doing.
Right.
You never know what somebody's
No.
doing. I promise you, Amber, I never even saw, not trying to reel it back to what we went through, but I never even saw your message.
Right, you didn't.
Like, why would, mind you, I know you before my friend, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I wouldn't ignore you. I
Right.
wouldn't ignore your message, for real, dead ass. And it's like, I never saw it. So you're saying she's seen it, but what if she's seen it and a baby was peeing on herself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What if she's seen it and Offset was like, come give me some, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You just,
He's a benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
second chance
Right.
type of person. I love that about you. You so just soft and okay, you're right. Cause I'm nice, I'm positive and stuff, but oh no, I don't play that.
but here's the thing. Also, never mind. See, I didn't want to be too preachy.
Say it.
Okay.
Come
All
on,
right,
let it
cool.
loose.
You can't get mad at somebody for not wanting to do
What
an
I want
interview,
to do.
like what you want them to do.
Right. You
Because to be honest with you, this is not something that I do. A lot of people ask me to do podcast interviews. B. Simone, I did B. Simone's podcast.
Mhm.
That's one of my best friends. She had to beg me to do it. Like she had to like literally, Shout out to B. Love you, B.
I love
But like B knows, like
No,
she's
for
like
sure.
Kway, like come on,
No, for
Kway.
sure.
I was like, no, I don't want. I gave her the same pushback that I gave you. And what if Cardi just don't? What if she's not in that season right now?
On that headspace.
They're in that headspace right now. She love you. She follow you. She supports you. She fuck with you. Everybody fuck with you.
I appreciate you.
She probably just don't want to do a podcast.
You're right.
So instead of that, maybe hit her up and say, bitch, drop some music. We need a new song. You know what I'm saying? Make her laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you right.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you never know, baby.
you never know.
You made me
And I feel like,
Right?
Yeah.
and I felt condemned, to be honest, coming here because I feel like you probably would be mad at me. You probably would be mad at me if I didn't. Let's be real. We put it on the flow.
I would have been.
You probably
I
would have
I would
been.
have been irritated with you.
You would have been irritated.
But
with me.
I would have still
But-
came here and filmed.
But I was very,
we paid.
very, very, very uncomfortable with doing this. Almost to the point where I had to bring somebody else with. I wanted. To
I
bring
know that
somebody
you
else.
were so like can't do it alone. And look at you, and you enjoy this podcast. I told you you're gonna be talking. You're gonna be talking like we at your house just chilling and drinking some cocktails, which you haven't even been drinking that. Can we do a cheers real quick before we get into the last part of the podcast?
Cheers are not leaving people on red no more.
Come on, please.
Let's cheers to blessings, prosperity, growth, increase in every area of our life.
For sure.
Yeah.
And for us
sure.
working together before the year is up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to The Rock,
Yeah.
too.
Okay. I'm crying.
You never know.
Hands off.
Manifesting next time we got like 12 cases in here.
Reach out.
Look.
He probably ain't gonna leave you. He probably gonna leave you on scene. You look good tonight. Take a picture, post it.
I know the girls is grilling.
Right.
Can we talk about you and Funny Marco?
Please, because the people want to know.
We was on he was on live today. I got in his live. He out here right now talking about we gonna link. So if we link again, that'll say a lot. So
Okay.
gotta stay tuned.
Is he your type?
You know what? I don't want to say that on here, but I actually no, he's not.
He was that day, sis.
Yo.
We all see it. We all see
Wait,
it.
now his type too, so you know.
Well, he did say. I mean,
I
he
feel
did say you wanna
like
fuck.
I watched. That was one of my favorite episodes. That y'all got to
Yeah,
tune into
mine
the
too.
episode if y'all haven't watched it with them and Funny Marco. Y'all chemistry was crazy,
No,
and you did a lot of knee slaps like Funny, like you crazy. Marco.
Look, I'm talking about it now. I start going like this. I think
She started rocking back and forth. I'm like, what the hell? You lean with it, rock with it. That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, I just like that he's like down to earth. He is kind of attractive now, though. Yeah. But
What makes him attractive now?
just like his skin was clearing up a little bit, and you know, just him walking in with that authority, like, yeah, I'm here.
And he admitted he was ashy. And there was the same lotion bottle. That we
I
got
saw
on.
that. That was epic. That was
yeah, it's
epic.
just something about him.
Yeah, that was. We didn't edit that at all when he came in because we was really waiting on him. We was like, okay.
No, that was
I'm like,
epic.
that was my first time ever meeting him. When I shook his hand, I said, our late guest. But I love him. He's supportive.
Yeah, that
I just
energy
love-
was
he's a vibe,
fire. The energy was fire.
Right?
Yeah, he real
And I loved how it started. It was just like he just walked in and it wasn't like how your traditional podcast is. It's like y'all got the behind the scenes of him walking in, being late, and you was over it.
Over
That
it.
shit was
trying to
funny.
tell you that too. Sometimes I don't want to do an intro like that. Sometimes I just want to already be talking. Then we like, all right, welcome. Let's get started. Since we just talking.
You
about-
saying that like we can't do that, babe. This is your podcast as well as mine,
I
so
know,
make it
but
happen.
I want to start. doing
Somebody's
it.
calling.
50-50,
You gotta wait.
baby.
He right.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna get into. We didn't even do the toast with the most. Oh,
Did I
never
answer
did.
the question
Did we?
though? Did I say who I went to collab with?
You said Lil
Yeah.
bit of Cardi, and you said me.
And that's all you said. Who is it?
Anybody
Oh.
else?
Okay. Martin Lawrence.
Oh,
Martin Lawrence
Thank
for
you.
sure.
I actually put that in the notes that I loved Big Mama's House. That was my favorite movie growing up.
Yeah.
The way that Shanae, like Shanae,
Legendary.
and TiTi link up.
Are you
I
kidding
want
me?
it. I want it. We
Are you
need it.
kidding
We
me?
do need.
We need that.
Yeah.
Imagine.
What?
I can see that.
It's coming soon.
It's coming. I'm
Yeah.
manifesting for you. It's
Yeah.
already done in Jesus' name.
Can we say Martin Lawrence on 3?
Yes.
Let's manifest it right now.
1, 2, 3.
Marty
Let's make
Lawrence!
that shit
That's what I'm
happen.
talking about.
That would be
That's
epic.
gonna happen.
Okay,
For sure.
now the moment I've been waiting for.
Whoa.
Let's talk about this College Hill. How did you get picked for it? How was it? vibing with all the people in one house. Everything we want to know. How did you get picked for like College Hill? Like, did they hit you up like
crazy day? Dadass was filming a skit.
Okay.
Dadass was filming a skit, and my agent hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got an agent?
No, and I've been telling him we need somebody.
Get an agent. Especially doing what y'all do. Y'all need to be rocking like.
Why are we out there? You know, right now for the little beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you.
House today.
Right.
I got you.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, agents in LA is a thing. But my agent hit me up and was like, College Hill. Crazy because I had just watched season 1. Just watched season 1. Great season. I love how positive it was. It wasn't no fights. It wasn't no arguments. They had legends on there like Nene Leakes and Slim Thug, based out of Houston, a legendary rapper in Houston. Ray J, which I love Ray J. Had the opportunity of being his roommate. Hit me up and she was like, College Hill season 2 is coming. I was like, whoa. Y'all, I went through this whole rabbit hole of like, should I go as TiTi or should I go as Kway? And they wanted TiTi. They were very much so open to TiTi. And I had to decide. Now, mind you, in my 7 years of doing this shit, I have never said yes to Kway. I have never said yes to Kway. I've always said no to Kway and yes to TiTi. Now, granted, I don't want to put out the wrong, what's the word I'm looking for? The wrong
message.
I love doing what I do. It's so much fun doing TiTi. For 10 minutes doing a skit, I can escape who the fuck I am and just have fun and just make people laugh, right? Mm-hmm. I love that. But I've always said no to Kway. And for that, I don't know what it was. I said, actually, I don't want to do this as TiTi. I want to do this as Kway. Now, mind you, I didn't know Jocelyn. I didn't know New York was going to be on the show. I didn't know who was going to be on the show. They don't tell you until you get in the house.
Oh, so you really just walked in like, oh, hey.
Oh, I didn't know. Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, I think I want to do this as Kway. And it's crazy because I was stressing them out because I kept going back and forth like, no, actually, no, I'm going to do it as TiTi. I'm going to do it as TiTi. And then it was like, okay, cool. And I was like, actually, no, I'm going to do it as Kway. They was like, okay. Dog. I was like, actually, I'm gonna just do it as Kway. And I'm so happy. So happy I did it as Kway.
Me too, because people got to really see who Kway is, like, and how, just like, you very reserved, the way you carry yourself, you're not problematic, you're not drama. People always put, your character is TiTi.
Yes.
So they would probably expect you to act a certain way because
loud
of TiTi. They
and wild and
right,
shit.
because they couldn't separate your character from who you really are. And I'm really happy that you got to really show who Kway is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
And you was on time. You went to class. When y'all went out and partied, you still went to school.
Yeah, I was straight. It's crazy because it's like, and I know you got more questions. It's crazy that we were in that house for 30 days. We was in the house for 30 days. That is a long time to be in the house with, like,
Yeah.
But they chopped it down to 7 episodes in 30 minutes. So just imagine how much shit happened in the house, that didn't air. It was honestly even more than like Diaz for a World Tour, like, which was crazy. And I've done so much cool shit as TiTi. But that experience doing it as Kway was the best. 100% by far the best experience I've ever had in my career. 100%.
And that was just you being a real you.
Me being a real me.
That's it.
Kind of conflicted, like, Kway, do you go in and you be quiet? Kway, do you go in and you be like, I didn't know. But naturally, I'm just like a shy, like chill person when it comes to shit like this, cameras. But off camera, I'm like, I'm Kway, you know? Mm-hmm. So I didn't really know, but like, it's just something about them cameras and like being in the house with all those big players and energies. It's like, you don't want to get lost in the sauce. You don't want to get blend in the back. You know?
Right,
so
right.
I had to quickly, like day 3, it was like, okay, Kway, like Jocelyn is literally arguing in the room with New York. Like, you gotta
do something, say something.
Just say something. Not trying to be seen, but like, just like give energy. So yeah, that shit was like the best. 100%. I'm so happy I did it as Kway.
Too. It
was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially, I remember I was watching one episode with my mom about the atheist situation. And the way your face turned, I was like, oh.
Well, it's just, you know what, and I can feel his energy, and I know why your face turned like that.
The way they cut it up.
Yeah.
It's the way that they chop it, like I said.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. We're in the house for 30 days. There's 7 episodes, which are 30 minutes each. 30 days is a lot of content.
Yeah.
A lot of content.
Yeah.
And what I realized with reality shows, they give you your narrative.
Mhm.
They give you your
They
narrative.
definitely pick
So
and
the
choose.
minute that
Narrow it down.
the minute that I found out that Amber was an atheist, and I was like, whoa, like, okay. Now, mind you, I'm accepting. Like, I love Amber and whatever the fuck she is. I'm cool with that.
Right.
But the fact that I gave them that energy of like, whoa, they wanted that to be my narrative for like 2 episodes. And when I realized it, I was like, nah, let me pull out. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care like
I
that.
don't even feel like it was the moment when they said that she was an atheist. It's just when she said, "I don't want to talk about nothing about God," and just how like her whole like era changed. Like she really like looked upset about it, and you were like, "Whoa!" Like okay, like damn.
Okay, let me talk about that.
Right.
When I got up and I walked off, I don't know if you saw that part.
Mhm.
You're probably referring to
did.
that part.
I did.
That didn't even happen like that. And BT, please don't hate me. Don't be mad at me. But that didn't happen like that. Like literally, the way that they cut it up, we was sitting down for 2 hours. We had a 2-hour conversation.
Yeah.
Now that clip that they showed on TV was 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So when she said it, they cut it to where I got up and I walked off mid-conversation. No, I was sitting right there and we had a real good conversation. It wasn't until she said something kind of like off the wall, I got up and I kind of walked off. But the way that they cut it up, it made it seem like I walked off on her mid-conversation and I wasn't trying to hear what she said. So the way that reality TV is cut up.
Black entertainment, darling. Y'all be lying.
Let me tell you something else. The fight that happened on the first episode with the dog, y'all saw that or no?
Oh,
doctor.
the
That didn't happen till 2 weeks in the house. But they made it seem oh shit, y'all probably got it. They made it seem like that shit happened on the first day. That happened on the first episode.
Right.
First episode. So when I watched it, I was like, whoa. Like
They
I
wanna keep
see
people.
I
tuned
see
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like people on Twitter, people on YouTube, people all over the world is like, damn, they only 10 minutes in the house and they already arguing.
Drama and
No,
Yeah.
we had a vibe the first week.
wow.
Think about it. We link up. We're gonna get to know people. We're gonna have fun.
Right. Well, we got about 2 minutes. So, Kway, the people just wanted to say who won the fight between Amber Rose and Jocelyn. In your perspective,
And was it real beef? Was like
I was asleep.
you were woke, very much woke.
I was asleep.
If you can,
I think I got up to go to the restroom and I fell asleep in the restroom.
because you did say that you were going to interact it, so you were very much awake, and you were there. And if you, in your opinion, who do you think won, or who could you say that we should have our money on?
give us a little wink if you want to.
I can't. It's so long ago. I can't remember. To be honest with you, I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to remember. So Amber got up. She swung, and I think that was a part where I fell asleep. Maybe.
Okay, well, we're gonna wait for you when you woke up. You go ahead and take your time and gather your thoughts.
But no, it's been really good having you on for real.
No,
It's
seriously.
been- yeah, everything. This might be my second favorite episode, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such
I've
a vibe.
enjoyed y'all.
Sorry, y'all. He didn't tell us, so we don't know.
Womp, womp, womp.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all off camera. And I'm gonna give
Okay.
y'all detail.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but what can the people expect from you? What you got coming next? What
Wow.
can we look forward to?
Yes.
That's
Give
the
us-
thing. That's the thing. I'm mentally exhausted. There's so much going on. Y'all, there's so much going on. Shout out to my hat wearers out there, my fedora wearers. I'm coming out with my fedora line.
Ooh.
Brim him. You can already follow the page. It's launching next month. I'm gonna have all colors.
I heard that.
And it's crazy because College Hill, thank God. Can we give praise to God real fast?
Hello,
Thank you, Lord.
God
Lord.
and God's
They are
timing
right.
is always crazy.
Mhm.
The fact that I chose to do this is Kway, y'all. I literally will, after the just go off, I'll show you all of my DMs. Like every Thursday, it's like where you get your hat from. Hat. Like where you get your hat from. Like how you get that color. Like who did it? Who made it? I'm like, whoa. I'm coming out with my hat line. So it's called Brim Him. It's launching next month.
Well, we love you, Kway.
Proud
Thank
of you,
you.
man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming
Thank you.
today.
Thank you.
Everybody that's listening, thank you so much for tuning to another episode of the Jst US podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jacob Willis,
It's your girl just living, baby.
and we'll see you in episode 23.